We're going to get to a couple of rules changes. Did I scare you, Amanda?
No, my hair scared me.
Your hair's what?
I look like Amy Winehouse.
You do a little bit with the bun on the top.
Yes.
Can you belt out a little tune real quick?
No, not unless everybody else wants to go to rehab.
No, no, no. All right. Coming up, we will have message board bingo, which is taking the world by storm, and it's just blowing people away this day in sports history, as well as it's almost game week. Well, it is for some teams. It'll be Vanderbilt and Hawaii, which will be Saturday, and then you really have game week that kicks in for Tennessee, which will be on Friday, because that would be the Sunday before a Thursday night game week. So it's pretty much here. This is not a great surprise, I don't think. Lynn J. Dixon not with the team anymore, as we'll get you caught up if you're just tuning in. Bru McCoy, no real news on him. A light walkthrough today for the Vols before back at practice tomorrow. But Bru McCoy is a guy who is just awaiting that appeal. Southern Cal has since said via a report by Outkick.com that they've done everything they need to do, but we don't know when they did it. Amanda, did they drag
Probably on Saturday night.
Yeah, probably the day they were called about
They're like, oh,
the
yeah.
the Freedom of Information Act. They were like, oh yeah, we need to do that, and then we'll tell them we did it.
Yeah,
So,
they're like, oh crap, let me sign that on Monday morning.
yeah, I know they got people pretty wild and excited, Amanda, but at the end of the day, I mean, that doesn't mean the damage wasn't done by delaying it, if they did. And I'm not saying they did, but if they did, should Tennessee fans even be upset? I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no, but let me play the other side. If you had a guy that came to your school and was all about being a part of your football team, but left after a couple of weeks to check out Texas, and then came back and you welcome him back, and then left again, that's not the type of the guy. That's not the type of guy you would bend over backwards to help.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This isn't even about the guy at this point. Like,
I agree.
it's not about him as a player or what have you. The problem is that USC. This is screw the player. This is as a university, as an athletic program, as a football program. What are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? This is something that you just don't do this. Like, if a player leaves and you want him to leave, and that's everybody's fine with him leaving, then you sign the thing that releases him. If it doesn't matter if he is your number one quarterback of all time that you recruited and yada yada yada. It doesn't matter if that's the player or if it's a scrub that is a walk-on or whatever. If he's leaving, let him leave.
I agree with you philosophically. I think, though, that people can be vindictive.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I think that can sit on the corner of your desk for what could turn into weeks when it should have been a couple hours.
Well, yeah, and that's the issue. That's what, that is what I think people should be upset about. Is it has nothing to do with the player. It's why USC are you being like this for no reason whatsoever? Like, why do this? You're just pissing off everybody else.
Well, let's don't forget this too. Now, I know he wasn't his coach, but Lincoln Riley is not, and the Stoops clan and that whole lineage of Oklahoma coaches are not big SEC fans. I've wondered in the back of my mind if that could be a factor from the game.
That's the thing, is that it seems like, I mean, honestly, it really seems like they're doing it just to do it, just to be spiteful. And that's not something that you want. I mean, that's high school level. Are we mean girls? Like, what are we doing here? Like, be adults. Let the kid go wherever he's going to go. Don't be the policing of, people transferring. It's not your job. You let them go. If this is all true and if they're the problem, then you're just asking for it. Like you're just being vindictive children. You're just asking for it. For some SEC team to come up there and stomp you into the ground.
Yeah.